Hi everyone. Today I want to show how we can actually basically run a FaceSwap algorithm in any MacBook. So before that, we need to give shout out to this amazing GitHub repository, which does provide the code for most of these things. And I'm gonna basically run that code and show you how to run it. So let me show you that repository where. So this is the repository where we are going to use it, how to basically make this very similar to this one. You can download any image and it will basically swap your image and show it as like you can get a photo or basically any live video itself. So let's get started. So to do this, the first thing we need to do is that make sure that you create an virtual environment possible so that we can actually install everything inside that. So let me create an virtual environment here. Like, you can create anything, but I create a virtual environment called FaceSwap. Yeah. And once you did that, and uh, I just interrupted it, but yeah, once you did that, you need to basically activate that environment. Activate it. Let's go to clear ls. Sorry, clear again. So now we are inside the environment of FaceSwap, and let's go to some folder. Maybe let's make a folder. Let's say FaceSwap demo. Yeah, let's go inside that folder, FaceSwap demo. And I'll give you a notebook link so to actually do this. So inside that, you basically need to download the GitHub repository which we just saw. So that, let's see. Mm, so this is the way you can actually download the repo. And now you're inside the repo, you can see that. Let's go inside the repo. So there are like a bit of files, demo files and everything. Let's download couple of models. But before you download the models, you need to go inside the uh, models folder, which is right here. So let's try to go inside the models folder. Okay, and now the models are empty, it just have instructions, but you need to have download GAN, which is the first model. And it's basically from Hugging Face, so you can just download it. And second thing is the ONX file, and you can see that now we have downloaded two stuff. Okay, now you can see that you have both the fold. One is the GAN model name, and second is the inswapper ONX file. Okay. Yeah, let's get started again. So now you need to basically install the requirements file which is present inside here. If you come outside the thing, you will basically see a requirements file. We can go inside and see what are their part of the requirements. You can see these are the requirement file which is available, and you can basically install it using pip install. Sorry, not pip install dash r requirements.txt. You can install that. And I found out that whenever I try to install this from repo, I'm basically getting an error. So to basically overcome that error, what I did is that I did two things. One is that SDE. This is the first thing I basically installed. This basically installed some of the dependencies before I ran the requirements.txt file. But if you face any errors, try installing this one before you actually do the other step. And one more thing is that it basically sometimes asks you to update your setup files and pip itself. So if you want to do that, you need to try doing this one. Okay, this will basically update your pip and install the setup tools and wheel if it is required. Okay, but only do it if you are facing any errors. Don't do it if you are not facing any errors. Torch SD, it will basically install some of the dependencies which is present in the requirements.txt file. You can see I successfully installed this. So let me hide the, yeah. So I hide this one. Now the next thing we need to do is that uh, we need to install the requirements.txt file. But before that, try running. Yeah, let's install this one. It's gonna take some time to finish all the installation. Yeah, the installation is successful. The next thing you need to just do is that run python run.py file. What the py file does is that it basically imports the files which are there in the modules. Inside the modules, you can actually see all the files which are required for our example today, which is face analyzer, which analyzes the face and which captures it and like tries to process all the stuff. To keep it simple, let's go and run the python run.py file. Yeah, if it's first time, it might ask you to give access to the camera. That's one thing you should just press OK. Terminal need to have access to the camera. It will take some time to basically open the stuff. So you can see this, it has opened this one. So let's try to select a face. I have downloaded Elon Musk's file face, so you can see this. And once you select that face, you need to just click on live. Once it is there, a preview will open and it will be mostly blank, as it will take at least maybe 10 to 30 seconds to basically show your image over there. Okay, finally the preview showed up and you can see it's my thing with Elon Musk face on it. And the overall like the video is bit slow. The reason is that I'm basically running it on Mac, which doesn't have any GPUs on it. But if you have a Windows machine with a like a minimum basic Nvidia GPU, it will work just fine. And yeah, this is how it works, and it only swaps the face. If you observe, it keeps your hairstyle and beard everything intact as it is. So this is how you can actually face swap anyone, whichever you want itself in a simple demo. Right? A big shout out to the person who basically gave the entire GitHub repo for making this whole thing work. Thank you, everyone.